Now, Bernie Sanders has won again on Saturday, this time in Wyoming. Now, this state joins the now 16 other states that are now too weird, too white, and totally next door to Vermont. Now, that's, of course, if you listen to mainstream corporate media. Now, Sanders won by 12%. That's pretty good. Now, it's a caucus state, and he won by 12%. He does pretty well in caucus states, and that shows. Wasn't a blowout, but it was a hell of a victory and a very, very nice margin. He beat Hillary Clinton 56 to 44%. Nice victory. Now, of course, this would be another win in his many wins in a row. Now, Wyoming has about 14 delegates and 4 superdelegates. So, okay, it's a small state, sure. But this win, it's more than just about delegates, it's about momentum. Because here comes New York. April 19th. It's coming up fast. Now, back to Wyoming. Now, Bernie Sanders, right now, when it comes to the delegate math, 200, he's behind by 200 delegates. So, of course, it's very important that he pick up as many delegates as he can, even in small states like Wyoming. Now, unfortunately, under the Democratic Party's delegate system, Bernie Sanders ended up splitting Wyoming's 14 pledged delegates with Hillary Clinton. And guess what else? Despite losing, she lost the state by a 12-point margin. She ended up getting all 4 of the state's superdelegates. Isn't that amazing? She ended up winning 11 to 7 in the delegate tally. Now remember, superdelegates, they can change at any time. But look at how this looks, and look at how this works. Bernie Sanders wins a state. He gets tied in the delegates. And then the loser gets 4 superdelegates. They've turned this victory into a loss for Bernie Sanders. The guy who won ended up losing overall. That's amazing. And see, when the DNC and when Hillary surrogates talk about the math just looks impossible for Bernie Sanders. Well, this is the math that they're talking about. This is the math that is actively designed to work against people like and candidates like Senator Sanders. Senator Sanders is not the establishment candidate. The math most certainly favors the establishment. That is the problem. The math is also set up to be unfavorable to whoever the establishment deems is unworthy of getting their nomination. That's how this works. And that's what the superdelegate system was put in place to do, to make sure that the people don't choose a Bernie Sanders or even a George McGovern and cost the party elites an election by ignoring their base. Now, George McGovern, Bernie Sanders, the base loves them, as well as independents and moderates. So he's not actually a George McGovern. And this is not 1960, but we still have that system in place. Because now it's a system of control. And the Democratic Party elite, they love having this control. That's why they don't want to give up the superdelegate system. That's why they love the superdelegate system. And that's why now, in 2016, we still have a system in the Democratic Party where even if you win, you still lose. We've got to end the superdelegate system. They're not special, and they should not have more influence than the people. Not only that, but I think we should open all the primaries. No more closed primaries, and we should stop shutting people out. At the end of the day, we need to have more democracy, not less. And apparently, in the Democratic Party, they'd rather choose to have less democracy. We've got to change that. We've got to change the party.